Good morning. Welcome back to Regular Guys Outdoors. I'm Chris. We are in Wisconsin right now. Monday morning I took off driving in, crossing multiple states to get here in Wisconsin. Arrived here and last night Jeff and I pulled in. We got Jeff's camper in his truck here. And today's like our real first official day to hunt the lease. Jeff acquired this lease back in August, and so we knew that this year we weren't going to know a great deal about how the deer use it. But 2.5 weeks ago, I flew out here and we got to walk the property, saw a lot of sign, a lot of fresh sign, fresh poop. We got a lot of rubs. There's a lot of scrapes. That trip's mission was to walk the property, check it out, and get some stands up. So we did that. We did hunt a little bit, but it was more like half-assed, if you will. But today, Wednesday, November 5th, we get to go at it for real. I promised myself that I was going to be sitting in a tree stand for my birthday. That was kind of my birthday gift to myself, and that's what we're doing today. Today is my birthday. So we're going to get out here. We're going to jump in a stand. We call it the double lock-on right now because it's a spot there's 2 lock-ons, and we'll put that footage here of Jeff and I sitting in that earlier 2.5 weeks ago. We're gonna get after it. We got the moon back here, and sunrise is gonna be back behind me there. So got a little bit of a walk to do, and it's gonna be breezy this morning. It's cool, but it's nice. It's not cold. It's like 42 degrees. So great morning, first sit. I'm excited. Let's see what happens. First deer I've seen on the property. It's a doe. It's kind of walking right to Jeff. Looks like a single doe. She's probably 80 yards. It's amazing how quiet they are. I didn't hear her. I heard the 2 squirrels over here and just kind of looked. She was just walking by. That's my crossbow. Should not be down there. Eventually I hear some footsteps and see some movement, and out comes this little deer. I can't tell if it's a button buck or a doe fawn, but it's fun to see and fun to watch. Well, I just discharged my crossbow and it's still on despite falling 20 feet to the ground. So that's good. It's our discharge target. 20 yards from right here. So we didn't see a ton of deer. I saw the 2 and Jeff heard a couple blowing, but they were behind him blowing. So it couldn't have been him because the wind was the complete opposite direction. So They're blowing at something. Don't know what. As I'm going in for the afternoon hunt,
right here we got 7 jakes following a cat. The cat stops, the jakes stop. All right, we're out for the afternoon sit, the evening sit. We've got a beautiful sunset occurring, and I'm up in a climber. It's been a few years since I used this climber, so it took a little while to get up in here. This particular climber. Plus, I had a hard time finding a tree. All the trees on this side of the ridge are like mostly these smaller, younger trees, so trying to find one that was fat enough and clear enough from limbs to get up took a while. But this road right here, this is where there was a lot of sign and scrapes, but just like this morning, it doesn't seem like any of the scrapes are being maintained. It's like they're not scraping anymore. So I'm sitting on our north border, facing into the neighboring property actually. So this road right here, this old road, is kind of the boundary line. The boundary line's on the far side of the road here, but it's real thick over there, so it looks like that would be more like bedding. It's been thinned, so you got bigger trees sparsely dispersed there, and so you got a thicker understory all in that chunk of property. Looks like a place they would bed. So we'll see what we see if anything comes through.
I'm not up in the tree that long when I hear footsteps right out in front of me, real close. This doe walks out and she's about right underneath me. Eventually she works her way over to where I had originally tried to put the climber stand on a tree, and so she smells my ground scent and bolts. A little bit later, I don't know if it's the same doe or a different doe, but it pops out where that other doe went in. It doesn't seem interested in smelling the spot where I had tried to put the climber up, so I don't think it's the same doe. Eventually she moves off, and as it's getting darker, I spot some movement behind me in the drainage. And it's a couple of does moving, heading out to the open field. Then this little spike shows himself, and he's milling about. And as I'm watching him, I start to hear a buck grunting further into the woods. Now I'm trying to lay eyes on this grunting buck, and he's got me turned around in a goofy way, so if he does make an appearance, I'm going to have to shoot left-handed. But it continues to get darker and darker, and I just never lay eyes on that guy. I get stuck in the stand a while because I got to wait for him to pass on, and he must have grunted 10 or 12 times so I could at least keep tabs on his location.
I tell you what, I'll take that for a birthday hunt. That was pretty nice. Look at this moonrise back here. Lordy. Heck of a hunt. I had to wait a little while to get out because that grunting buck was hanging around a while. So I left the climber in there. I didn't want to mess with it. It takes a while to pack up and get it ready to carry out. So I left it because I think I'm going to be in here tomorrow afternoon. Except I'm going to be down in that drainage where most of the action was. That spike went through there. I never saw what that grunting buck was, but spike went through there. Grunting buck, handful of does. Great night. Great night.
It's good to see deer on this new to us lease. Jeff had some action that night, but no shot opportunities. Hope you liked this video. If you did, give us that thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button down there, and as always, thanks for watching.